So I'm gonna be making a temple theme without being able to hear what I'm making. I have a 30-minute timer and a cheat sheet that's gonna help me figure out what to do with certain instruments. So yeah, let's get started. Now, when I think about a temple, I think about ebbing and flowing. So with the chord pad, let's hit an A. Hopefully this is low enough. And we'll just do 1, 2, 1, 2. And I think with the drums, maybe we can do some snare rolls. Actually, real quick, let's check out the tempo. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I want something slower. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, something like that. Yeah, this should be good. So let's get those snare rolls going. Maybe some timpani. Alright, timpani is fine as long as it's above C4. So let's take this A here and just do bum, bum, bum. Something like that. And repeat that. And I think a really important part of this intro is the modulation of the chord pad. We can do something like this. We may as well play some chord notes with the strings. Hopefully this doesn't make it sound major. Let's just do very simple standard chords. And maybe we can layer these bottom notes down an octave. Let's clone that. Oh man, I'm getting flashbacks to Stone Tower Temple from Majora's Mask. I wish I knew how to make something like that. So I think this is the part where we come up with some sort of melody. And I think the piano is the tool for the job. And we'll have to make sure to layer that, because otherwise it'll just sound really weird. I kind of want to try copying Stone Tower Temple. So let's just do that. And we'll have to change it up a little bit because of these chords. And I actually want to go down for this one. That's an F. Hopefully this sounds alright. Let's add some energy with some hi-hat. And we can also introduce the kick. But yeah, for this, let's alternate strong beats. And I think some of that regularity and rhythm will help bring forward that sort of ancient feeling. Let's get some kick. It might be treading on timpani territory, but whatever, you know? Oh yeah, I forgot, we have to layer the piano. I think we should be safe to layer it up an octave. And maybe in the next section, we can have some melody with the electric guitar. So let's clone this. Let's delete this from the piano, and instead of repeating that, we're going to counter melody the guitar melody. Now the tricky part is, how do I figure out what I want the guitar to be playing? And I think we want to stay around the C4 to C5 range, but I kind of just have to make up a melody. The guitar is going to be a very tricky instrument to work with on this song. I'm just imagining the Stone Tower Temple melody. Can I rip off of that the way I sort of ripped off of it for the piano melody? Ba ba ba. Hot cross buns. Ba ba ba. And then ba ba ba. What's this note? A? Maybe we can get away with a G? No, I think we have to play it safe here. What's some of these notes? D, B. Let's go with the B. Oh, whoops. I've got a bad feeling about this. I don't know if there's anything I could think of to make it better. I guess the best we can do is just support it with piano. Maybe let's raise that up an octave. Yeah, I think we can't be too shy with the guitar. If we're using it, we have to be bold. So let's try something with the piano. And I'll sort of follow the direction of these notes to make some kind of counter melody. What note is this? A? Is there a note down here? I think a D was here, yeah. And maybe we can layer it down an octave too. For this top one, let's lower the velocity a little bit so it doesn't compete as much with the guitar. And then we can randomize it a little bit to humanize. So we have bum 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 boom bum boom bum. Our little rip-off section here. Oga Badoga section. Let's clone that. Oga Badoga number 2. Is there any kind of weird detail we can add? Let's just color in these notes with the piano and then see if we come up with any way to splice it around. Yeah, I'm not coming up with anything. Maybe arpeggios? This seems very inelegant. Let's just put that at the end here. Can't think of what I want to do for this. Let's take a look at our drums. So pattern 2, the drums just keep getting better and better, right? And for this interim section, maybe we can just do a standard drum pattern to mix it up. Boom, pa-pa, pa-pa-da. And we can alternate that every other measure. And maybe we can have open hats on the beat. And now we need to clone Boogala Moogala, and we'll go into Boogala Moogala, hi-hats on the offbeat, snares every other, maybe toms. Whoops. Yeah, something like that. Maybe we can mirror some of the ideas that were over here and put them on this side. Oh man, I just know this is gonna sound so off when we get to it. Maybe we can go down and share the note with the piano on this one. Alright, let's not make a third Boogala Moogala. Let's make a new pattern. Just sort of feel it with the drums. What is going on here? So what can we do here? I think this is kind of our chill section. Actually, let's take the strings without the chord pad. Or should we take the chord pad without the strings? I'm gonna assume that the chord pad is gonna add some kind of a mystical noise, but it's not gonna be as meaty as the strings. Before we do anything else, let's go back and add some bass. And for the bass, I want to mirror the timpani's rhythm. And Oga Badoga can just have the same old bass. Oga Badoga 2. Yeah, that's that chill section before we get Boogala Moogala 2. If the timpani is loud enough, I think we don't need bass here, and it'll be more of a surprise when it comes in later. So just in case, let's up the velocity of this timpani over here. And I think in these last couple of minutes, we want to think about our melody and stuff and see if there's any automation we can do. Just making sure we have all our patterns, and that would be time. Alright, I'm kind of nervous about this one, but as usual, I'm going to pretty it up, and then we can take a listen. Alright, time for me to put my headphones on, and let's take a listen. Okay, oh my goodness. I've attempted the temple theme twice without hearing, and both times it sucked. Notable mentions though, the percussion was killer. These rhythms at the end, that was pretty cool. The thing is, this song didn't know whether it wanted to be major or minor or what. But yeah, kinda doo-doo. Let me know what you think, and have a good one.